Climate change is here, it is terrifying, and it is just the beginning. The era of global warming has ended, the era of global boiling has arrived.
Despite the boiling point, actions were still possible to prevent reaching the point of no return, among them achieving a new climate finance goal at the 2024 United Nations Climate Change Conference. Thousands of voices united to demand a clear and ambitious climate finance goal to avoid a devastating economic, social, and ecological crisis.
El daño que el cambio climático ha causado en el mundo es innegable y posiblemente en muchas zonas hoy es irreparable. Por eso estamos llamando a que en la COP en Bakú se acuerde una meta coletiva cuantificable de financiamento.
A nova meta de financiamento climático, que vai substituir a antiga promessa de 100 bilhões, ela precisa ser aprovada esse ano em Baku para que os países desenvolvidos cumpram a sua obrigação de financiar a ação climática nos países em desenvolvimento.
It is of utmost importance for both the survival of the UN climate regime, but also for the world in terms of tackling climate action in a concrete way.
Y esto tiene que ver con la construcción colectiva de la sociedad civil de abajo hacia arriba para llevar un mensaje importante, efectivo y garantizando una trazabilidad de voces.
It was in 2024 when world leaders failed to reach an agreement on the new climate finance goal. That decision, or rather the lack of one, marked the beginning of the end of what we once knew as the world. 26 years have passed since COP29. Climate change has unleashed incalculable losses and damages. Hundreds of millions of lives have been devastated by increasingly frequent and intense natural disasters. Sea levels have risen by a meter, flooding coastal cities and forcing millions to abandon their homes. Agriculture, the lifeblood for millions, has been reduced by 15%, plunging the world into an unprecedented food crisis. The increase in natural disasters was inevitable. Hurricanes, floods, heat waves, everything intensified. Without adequate funding, infrastructures in the most vulnerable areas collapsed. The countries that have suffered the most are the ones in development. Poverty and hunger, which were already severe problems, have deepened to catastrophic levels. Without access to the necessary financing, millions have been left without shelter, without food, and without hope. The global economic crisis that followed was devastating. Debt became unsustainable for developing countries, leading to global economic collapse. Extreme poverty increased by 20%, and resource tensions triggered conflicts that still persist today. We still have time to make the right decision. The new goal won't solve all the problems, but it can address the most urgent ones. It can make the difference between a point of no return and the construction of a fairer and more sustainable world. This decision was never just about money. It was, and still is, about critical qualitative aspects for developing countries: debt reduction, fair access to finance and funding, directed to adaptation and loss and damage. What should this new goal include? Public funding without debt and directed directly to the needs of adaptation and loss and damage. Private financing can be negotiated later. This is a commitment upon which millions depend. It's not charity. It's the opportunity to truly drive fair transitions. You, negotiator, hold the future of 4.6 billion people from the global south in your hands. Maybe your government doesn't see it, but you can change the course. The world will be watching. We will not allow the 2050 we just showed to become a reality.